Thing, baby. GBatteries, you're on the clock.
Hello, everybody. My name is Konstantin. It's a great pleasure to be here. I'm going to figure out how it works. I'm here to talk to you about extreme fast charge of electrical vehicles, in particular lithium-ion batteries. At GBatteries, we developed a technology that enables us to charge batteries extremely fast without compromising the performance, the cycle life of the batteries. We don't manufacture the batteries. We work with off-the-shelf batteries. We're a software product charging algorithm of the batteries, essentially. Extreme fast charge of the batteries is the key that holds us from this picture to this picture. Why we are unable to achieve this today is because of two things. Whenever we charge batteries extremely fast, they degrade extremely fast as well. Especially, it's very, I would say, amplified, predominant when we see the same speed of charge on high energy density batteries. Essentially what all automotive manufacturers, or the ones that are building electrical vehicles, are after today. The claims that we are making, I've heard that it's too good to be true. So I'm going to throw some of the technical stuff on you. I'll try to be very clear. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to chat afterwards. Let's start with this graph. Essentially, when we charge batteries, the regular way how we charge our cell phones, how we charge our laptops, we get to roughly about 500, 600 cycles. By cycle, I mean charge and discharge. Every time as we charge the battery and discharge the battery, a little bit of that battery dies. There's a bit of a reversible chemistry that happens on the inside of the battery, and the battery essentially degrades, and we can never get back to the same capacity as we used to. Essentially, we all start at 100%, and when the battery reaches 80% its original capacity, the battery is considered to be at the end of its life. On this graph right here, you can see that when we start charging the battery slightly faster, and we call it fast charge once every 3 times, you can see that the battery life starting to degrade. If you look into the graph, the x-axis or the vertical axis is essentially the retentive capacity that starts at 100%, and the horizontal axis is the life, is the number of cycles. So as we start to increase the speed of charge, the number of cycles starting to decrease. And if we start charging batteries every second time, essentially we cut the life in half. Let me show you what we were able to achieve with our technology. Very similar graph on the right. This is one of the highest energy-dense batteries commercially available today on the market, pulled out from Samsung cell phone. Just as expected, orange line charged the regular way, CCCV, standard charging protocol, and we were able to achieve roughly about 600 cycles when we reached to 80% retentive capacity. So, okay, that's great. What if we use the same CCCV conventional charging protocol and increase that speed of charge? That line is in purple. We essentially cut the life in half. When we applied our charging protocol, the same speed of charge is the purple line, but our line is blue. We doubled the cycle life of the same battery while performing extreme fast charge of the battery. At this particular case, we were limited on the hardware capability to increase the speed of charge even further, so we took a smaller battery cell. This is an Apple Watch battery cell, also quite high energy density based on its size, but essentially what you can see right here in line in orange, Apple says it would take you about 2.5 hours to charge your Apple Watch, and you'll get about 1,000 cycles. So, okay, that's great, that's fantastic. What about if we increase that speed of charge to about 4 minutes to 50%, 11 minutes to 80%, and just half an hour to full charge? The battery barely survived 22 cycles. That's line in purple. When we applied our charging protocol to the same battery cell, you can see that we were able to achieve 1,500 cycles, and only 3% retentive capacity was lost, while performing 4 minutes to 50% speed of charge, and 11 minutes to 80% speed of charge. For the OEMs that are building electrical vehicles and for people that own one, they know that 80% state of charge of the battery that is considered to be a full charge of electrical vehicle. I would like to leave you with the next picture and the thought. Imagine the future. Imagine the social and ecological, environmental impacts, business opportunities, when we are able to charge electrical vehicles 4 minutes to half a charge, and only 11 minutes to full charge of the vehicle. That's about it. Please come see me afterwards. I'll be around. I'd love to meet you. Thank you so much.
And now...